Hi everyone, Miss Silla here. I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend. I'm going to be planting some potatoes today. If you'd like to grow some potatoes for a fall or winter harvest, try to get them in the ground by the end of this month or even the first week of July. Depending on the variety that you're growing, you can harvest as early as 75 days to I think 120 days. So I usually plant Yukon Gold potatoes. It's one of our favorites, and also a couple of fingerling potatoes. So I'm going to show you how I plant them in a trench in the in-ground garden bed, and I'll be using some worm castings to amend the soil. So here's a quick tutorial. I hope that you find it helpful, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. Our potato bed is almost ready for planting. This bed is about 7 feet long and about 4.5 feet wide. I am going to be planting them in the 2 trenches that I've made. I'll be spacing the potatoes about 12 to 14 inches apart, and the rows are about 18 inches apart for better production and yield. Soil here is pretty loamy already, so I'm going to only add worm castings as my soil amendment. Worm castings contain humic acid, which helps plants with nutrient uptake. It also contains beneficial fungi and bacteria, which helps improve the soil and plant health, making our plants less susceptible to diseases and/or pests. Worm castings also provide our plants with essential nutrients and trace elements that our plants need without burning the roots. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some castings in there, and I will work it in with my hands. Amending your garden soil with worm castings can also help with moisture and nutrient retention, which makes it readily available to the plants. Now when you're planting your potatoes, make sure you have at least 2 to 3 eyes on each piece or on the potato that you are planting. So what's nice about planting in a trench is when you bury them, you just move the soil over. So we're going to bury them about 4 inches deep on both sides, just like so. I'm just pulling some soil over the potato from both sides of the trench. And as the potatoes grow, you need to heal them every 2 weeks. Here's our other potato bed. These were planted almost 6 weeks ago, and it looks like they need to be healed again. What I mean by healing your potatoes every 2 weeks or so is you're pretty much mounding dirt, compost, grass clippings, or hay along the stems of your potato plants as they grow. This is because indeterminate type of potatoes will grow their tubers or potatoes along the stems, and you want to keep them covered and not exposed to light. If the potatoes or tubers are exposed to light, they will turn green and they will contain more solanine, which is a poisonous alkaloid. And if you consume a lot of green potatoes, it could be poisonous. Let me show you real quick how to heal your potatoes. So I've got some soil here since I planted my potatoes in trenches. So I've got soil on both sides of the plant. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some from the other side. So just like so. So pretty much covering the bottom stems. So just like that. So this is healed up nicely. Here's a sneak peek of the garden. Almost time for another garden update. So stay tuned, everyone.